Hi, we got like 10 seconds left of ads. So it means I have time to plug in my stuff, pick up my controller. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Everything works, everything's not exploding. I don't have to cry again. Pull my mic closer. Hello. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Hello. Ah. I'm going to assume you guys can hear me. Let me pause the music because we're not playing with music. I don't play games with music unless I need to, like Minecraft or something. Okay, so we'll try Trails in the Cold Steel. We were gonna do Sky, but apparently because the game is so old, it doesn't um it doesn't play well on newer computers. Because that makes sense. Is the game quiet? Because I don't know. It's loud to me. So we'll do this one. This game reminds me a lot of Persona 5 was in basically a military academy. Trails in the Sky does link to this game, so it would be awesome if I can get that working and we can go through both of them. They look so innocent. We'll do normal because the difficulty is really not that bad. As long as we actually grind. Deception Calendar 1204. Now the back of my neck feels like something's pinched and that hurts like a bitch. Yeah, you just missed the anime opening. I think they play it again later, so it's fine. Do let me know if the game is too loud.
It's no use. Can't even scratch them. What's happening? Who's in control of those things? Get in touch with the 4th Armored Division. We need backup from Lieutenant General Craig.
If you liked old PlayStation era RPGs, this game is right up your alley. also got really good music. Oh, did I mention it's bloody?
This is awful. What happened here?
Terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy, even making the tanks go haywire.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along. Which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't! How low can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
Green's right.
I don't know how much we can really do, but considering the alternative, we have to try. I'm not about to let those terrorists have their way.
I've tried to play this game before, and last time it just wouldn't play sound for chat. We couldn't even do this part. It just was like, no sound. I could hear it.
You and the rest of Group
Y'all
A are with
couldn't.
me. Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
One group will secure the gun in the right wing. The other group will secure the left. This is an actual combat situation with real lives at stake. I expect the best from each of you. Yes, sir. All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test. Understood!
And I'm so glad it has PlayStation controls. Also, god damn, that's a PlayStation 2 controller. That's the original DualShock. If you guys want to feel old. Yeah, it's a DualShock 2 technically, but you know.
Here they come.
Robots.
Just like that thing we fought during our field study.
Mechanical monstrosities.
Save the talking for later. We need to take these things out.
Got it!
Here they come. Stay focused, class. My turn.
Damn. Perfect.
My turn. There! Leave it to me.
All right. Activate assist mode.
I'll handle this.
Oh, he can do his S-break skill. We'll save that for now. Golden sphere area suck. Can I maybe clip the edge of this dude's toe? Done.
My turn.
My turn. Okay, burn in daylight.
I wish more games had this game's combat style because it's really, really tactical. Like if you wanted Fire Emblem to not be, if you like Fire Emblem and turn-based and Persona style, like story-wise, play the Trails of Cold Steel series. For the love of God, it is literally all of those.
It seems a large number of them are on the loose inside the fortress.
The one we were gonna play is very much just is very similar to this combat. This is just the modern version of it. It's a modernization of that combat.
I'm guessing that's what got the soldiers we just saw too.
Seems so.
So these are archaisms.
Are you certain, Instructor?
Yeah, they're a kind of autonomous weapon made by a rather unsavory group, and a real pain to deal with, too. We need to hurry, but keep your wits about you.
Understood.
Okay, I don't think we can explore at the moment because this is technically prologue. I guess we don't get the preemptive strike.
Please, give us your blessing. My turn. Now's our chance.
And one for me!
My turn.
No,
My turn.
no.
My turn.
Boop, boop. Ah, bullets.
Here we go. We'll cut our own path.
I'm glad that they did add an upscaler patch. So like this is the game at the best of the graphics it can push on the engine they're using. This game came out. Ooh, it's old. I know it's probably a decade old. I mean, it came out on the PS2, so
You messed with the wrong teacher. Okay.
we'll just S break here. No point in saving it.
Let's see you live through this. Plasma storm! Burning daylight.
We're level fucking 50 in this area. I love how it gives us rewards and everything. Ooh, the controls are still kind of jank when trying to just dodge enemies. Reviving bomb. As if that actually matters here. I forgot I could do that within Warudo. I can stick my tongue out. She looks very cute when she does it, though. I can't wait to use the new model once she's fixed.
Where are we?
This must be Corellia Canyon. You can see Crossbell State on the other side.
There.
The railway cannons.
Those are.
The railway guns. They're enormous.
Damn. How did they manage to get them prepped so fast? Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even setting a target.
Instructor.
Well, they're certainly not shy about bringing out the big guns.
Ugh, we don't have time for this. We need to take these things out fast.
Right there with you.
Let's send these cretins to the scrap heap.
Here they come. Stay focused, class. Leave it to me.
I'll be back, chat.
to me.
All right. Take this.
Leave it to me. Okay.
My turn. All right.
I'll handle this. Arcus, activate!
Grant me your strength. Calamity! Ha!
My turn.
Here we go. Ha!
Okay. Didn't see that coming. No.
Go! Go! All right, let's do this.
You got it.
I'll handle this. Now is our chance. Don't let it pass.
You got it.
It's my turn. There! They're open!
There!
My turn.
Dicks!
Go! Now's a chance!
And one for me.
Very well.
My turn.
All right. There! Here we go!
Very well. I shall fulfill my duty as a noble. A self-destruct mechanism. Does their cowardice know no bounds?
We're running out of time. I'm gonna go on ahead. Follow me as soon as you're sure it's safe to.
I guess I am muted. No wonder nobody was saying anything.
Railway guns.
Oh no, no!
Don't!
as I stated in the beginning of this game, where we will still probably play through the Tales of Sky series after we play through the 2 of these I have. Unless I can get a hold of the other 2. Because they tie into each other. But this game reminds me a lot of like a mix of like story-wise of like Persona and Final Fantasy. That's what it seems to mimic. It's still its own thing, but they're very similar in storytelling. It's good. I prefer this over Persona, not gonna lie. Yeah, as we go through it, if you've played Persona games, which I've played a few, this one does pacing a lot better. And this game's old. Or this one might be as old as Persona 5. No, this one's older because it came on the PS2. Persona 5 is still really good. I will say this is the longest one of the Cold Steel series because this is the one that builds the world. Damn, that's only 5 months into the game. But here we are, back in time. No war looming over our heads at all. I will say the graphic updates that they did put for this, for the configuration and everything that you could force over it, does look a lot better. It's still old. And we'll probably still play Persona next week, like we were supposed to this Saturday. I just didn't feel like booting it up. Plus, I don't even know if it runs because everything exploded.
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This train is bound for Bereyahard via Keldic. The next stop is Trista. Trista. We will be stopped at Trista for 1 minute. When disembarking, please ensure no...
Damn, you get a minute to get off the train.
Almost there. Man, spring's really in full bloom here, huh? Back home, there was still so much snow on the ground, I hardly even realized it.
I would say when we go back to Persona 5, I am not restarting because the beginning of the game is boring when you've done it as many times as I have.
Wow.
Welcome to Trista. Also, just like Persona, yes, this is a school-based game. You do have to actually fucking participate.
Never seen so many all blossoming at once. I'll be spending the next 2 years here. Wonder how long it'll be before I think of it as home. But yeah, I think I'm going to like it.
Ouch.
Whoa, sorry about that. Are you okay? I should have picked a better place to take in the scenery.
Don't worry about it. I should have been paying more attention to where I was going instead of gawking at the flowers. It's really a pretty town, though, isn't it? Just like a postcard.
Yeah, I guess that's the magic of springtime for you. I hope everything in your case is okay.
Oh, don't worry about that. It'll be fine. Hey, you've got the red uniform too, huh?
Yeah, but now that you mention it, almost everyone else on the train had a green jacket. You're one of the few I've seen in red.
Green.
I didn't really think about it until now. I just put on the uniform they sent me.
I hadn't given it much thought until I got here either. But yeah, like you said, there have been a few others sporting them too, so I doubt it's a mistake. Maybe it means we'll end up being classmates. Anyway, I should get going. I've got a feeling we'll see each other again at the entrance ceremony, though.
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot to ask her name. Oh well, I'm sure we'll run into each other later. She's right though. It is weird that there are so few of us in red. Are there even enough to make a class? That orbment they sent with the uniform is pretty strange too. It sure looks a lot fancier than your standard issue orbment, that's for sure.
The game will explain what that is. I'm not going to explain a lot of stuff because thank the gods this game is really good at over-explaining
During orientation.
a lot of lore-based stuff. Same with when we go back to play Trails in the Sky, or if I just play it on my own. Out and about inside of just
Military
off time.
is on the north side of town. I've still got some time to look around before the entrance ceremony, but it'd be pretty awkward to be late the first day.
I think Nisha would like this game. Since he likes turn-based games. You can have view summary tab. Meow. Oh no, we can RP walk.
I shall take my leave here, milady. I pray you find victory here in both your studies and your training.
Thank you, Klaus. I'm leaving everything in your hands while Father is away.
Understood, milady. Oh, please excuse my rudeness, young sir. It truly is a splendid day, is it not? The start of a new chapter in the lives of so
Also,
many
this game
promising youths.
does have a class system. There's nobles and
Allow me to
I don't
extend
remember what they
sincere
called
congratulations
non-nobles. I think they're just called commoners.
fine academic institution.
Oh,
Plays a big part
very much.
in the way people interact with each other. Because why wouldn't it?
I'm guessing he's a butler? He certainly looks the part. That means the girl with him must have been a noble.
Place your bets if we're a noble or not.
She did have a certain dignity about her. I wonder if she's from a famous military family or something.
I will not answer you. The game will answer you for you.
So this is it. Thor's military academy.
You know what I think is really funny about this game series? Is it's co-developed by the Marvelous Company,
Legendary Emperor Dreikel's himself.
which, if you know them, they're the ones who originally made Harvest Moon. And the more I play this game, the more I can tell it's made by Harvest Moon.
Arrived at the academy.
Because you could just see it in the graphics.
Much obliged.
Mr. Rich Boy.
Please, if you'll allow me to take your luggage.
That won't be necessary. I prefer to avoid standing out too much.
You can roll up in a car. You stand out enough.
Sir,
This isn't open for debate. Take whatever rest you need, then return to Bereahard.
as you wish. I shall be departing then, sir. May your time spent in these hallowed halls be all you've hoped for. Please take care of yourself.
Oh, crack my neck.
Wow, an orbital limousine. And one of Reinford's fanciest models, too. Looks like even Erebonia's upper crusts send their children here.
Welcome to Thor's Military Academy. Let's see. Yes, you're the last of them. That'd make you Reen Schwarzer, right?
Yes, that's me. It's a pleasure to meet you. But how do you know me?
It's a long story. Don't sweat the details right now.
Is that your weapon you've got wrapped up? I'll need to hold on to that for the time being.
Oh, right. It mentioned something about that in the guidebook.
Into the bag.
Thanks. We should be able to return it to you before long. You'll hardly even miss it.
The entrance ceremony is going to be held in the auditorium. Just head straight back. You can't miss it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your first day at Thor's.
We're glad to have you. I hope these next 2 years will be a fruitful time for you.
I guess those two must be second years? That girl definitely looked younger than me, though. What was that about me being the last? I'm not seriously the very last student to check in, am I?
Haha, you're slow.
Sounds like it's about time for the ceremony to start, though. Well, here's to the start of a great 2 years.
This is just short time at like an academy.
Now, if I may, I'd like to say a few words in closing about this academy's illustrious history.
Van Dyck.
Thor's Military Academy was founded almost 220 years ago. Its founder, as I'm sure you're all aware, was none other than the great Emperor Dreikel's. The very same emperor who ended the War of the Lions and returned prosperity to the Erebonian Empire. 30 years after becoming emperor, in the later years of his life, he opened the doors of this institution. It was to be a place where young people like yourselves could learn the art of war. But with the mechanization of the military, many of our graduates now pursue careers outside the Army. Our mission, however, remains the same: to prepare our our students to fulfill Emperor Draco's famous mandate. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. Though much has happened these past 2.25 centuries, the world is still the domain of the young.
back.
Yet still the question remains, what qualities must one possess to become a part of its foundation? I hope this credo will serve as a guide and an inspiration to you during your 2 years at this academy. Go forth, my students. The world awaits the great things you will one day accomplish.
The foundation of the world, huh? No pressure, right?
Oh, it's the cinnamon roll.
Though this is Draco's the Lionheart we're talking about. He didn't earn his nickname by taking the easy route. Guess we've got more to worry about than just passing exams, huh?
I guess we do. I'm Elliot Craig. Nice to meet you.
Reen Schwarzer. Hey, looks like we're sporting the same school fashion.
Yeah, no idea what the red uniform is supposed to mean, though. Most of the other students are wearing green. Well, except for the ones in the white uniforms. Those must be the nobles.
Looks that way.
Grass.
Though,
Something wrong?
nah, just thinking to myself.
And that brings us to the close of Thor's 215th entrance ceremony. Next, please proceed to the class designated in your guidebook. There, you will go over the school rules as well as your class's curriculum. That is all. Dismissed!
The class designated in our guidebook? I don't remember seeing anything like that.
There wasn't any information on that in mine either. I just assumed they'd tell us where to go after the ceremony.
All right! Students in red uniforms, if I can have your attention, please. By now, you're probably all confused. Where's my class assignment, you're probably thinking. That's perfectly understandable. Your situation is a little more complicated than the other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orienteering exercise.
What?
Did you mean an orientation exercise?
Worry not. Everything will be made clear soon enough. Now, right this way, if you would.
Looks like we're gonna have to follow her if we want any answers.
What do you think this is all about?
I have no idea, but we're not going to accomplish anything just standing around here. We should go with her.
Old schoolhouse. Let's go.
What is this place?
Why is there a building this dilapidated on campus? It looks like it should have been torn down ages ago.
What does she even want us to do here?
Is she ever gonna tell us what's going on?
I suppose we'll just have to go inside and see for ourselves what awaits us.
This place looks like some old haunted mansion or something.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does. I think this is
Luigi Mansion?
I guess we really are part of the same class then.
So, these are our new underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different set of hoops to jump through than we did, though. I'm just happy all our work's paying off. I'd hate to have put in a year's worth of effort for nothing.
Ain't that the truth? Wait, when did you do any work? You were just slacking off the whole time.
Says the master slacker. Still, looks like Elisa's got some stiff competition. Quite a bevy of beauties they've got there. And I'm looking forward to getting intimately acquainted with each and every one of them.
Oh, you know one of them? Wait. No, not these ones too. Stop flirting with every damn girl you lay eyes on. Do you have any idea how many guys at this school have gotten their hearts broken because of your libido? Did you just sneer at me? Oh, you did, didn't you?
Come on now, no fighting, you two.
Well,
She's a woman kisser.
Nice work.
You got our little chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Yep, they're all bright-eyed and ready to go. So from here on out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this fledgling class.
Now you sound the part of the student council president.
Guess she's going all in.
Well, they'd be in for a pretty rough time if we didn't help out a little. At least to start with, anyway. Everything's ready over there, right?
You betcha. Just like the instructor asked. Can't help but feel a little sorry for them, though.
Same here. They've got no idea what they're being tossed into. The class they've been picked for didn't even exist before this year. Guess all we can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
Yeah. Experimentation. Hiccup.
The name's Sarah Valestine. I'm the instructor in charge of Class 7, which means you get the pleasure of seeing me all year. Glad to finally meet you.
Yep.
Wait, Class 7?
Us? I'm not sure I understand. I wasn't told anything about this at enrollment.
Excuse me, Instructor Sarah? I was under the impression that there were only 5 classes at this academy, and that students were split among them based on their social class and home region.
Right you are, Miss Top Scorer on the Thor's entrance exam. Students in each year are divided into 5 classes, 2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners. And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year. But this year, we decided to shake things up a little.
What do you...
We now have a 6th class, fittingly titled Class 7. And in Class 7, we recognize no distinction between nobles and commoners.
Wait, you just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
You're really putting nobles and commoners in the same class?
This must be some kind of joke. And why is this the first I've heard of it?
Well, who are you again?
Machias Regnitz. And with all due respect, Instructor, it's ludicrous to intermix nobles and commoners like this. Must I be forced to spend my next 2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant, stuck-up hedonists?
You do know I'm not the one who made the decision, right? Besides, what's the big deal anyway? You're all kids. Can't you all just get along or something?
Just get along? What's your problem?
Oh, nothing much. I just find the irony of your behavior rather humorous.
Is that so? It seems the scion of some noble house has left the comfort of his mansion to grace the unwashed masses with his wisdom. Please, my lord, do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all the respect you deserve.
Ad break in 10 minutes.
Usus Alberea. Not that I'd expect the name of an arrogant, stuck-up hedonist to lodge itself in that hard head of yours.
He's from one of the 4 great houses.
son of Duke Alberea, lord of the Koitzen province in the southeast.
Oh, you don't get much more noble than that.
Noble of noble.
I'd heard the rumors.
Do you expect me to be impressed? Your family lineage means nothing to me. I'll never bend my knee to the likes.
Okay.
I will say, Machias is so insufferable for a good chunk of the game.
I'm sure a couple of you have a few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll hear your complaints later. Right now, you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from our fun little icebreaker.
You mentioned this orienteering exercise earlier. What exactly does that involve?
It's a form of outdoor competition, isn't it? Something like a cross between a map reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
Is that why they asked us to hand over our weapons at the gate?
Nothing gets by you, does it? But I don't want to spoil the fun, so let's get started, shall we?
What? Oh, crap. What?
Come on, Fee. No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that. What's the point in having an icebreaker if you don't make a couple of new friends?
Lame.
Embers would like Fee.
What just happened?
The floor gave out from under us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
Does this mean there's a series of catacombs beneath the school grounds then?
What does that woman think she's playing at?
I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you okay?
Easy now. Hands where she can see them.
Oh, what happened? Huh?
Well, this is a bit awkward.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important here, right?
Yeah, because that makes sense. Also, one thing to note about him. He was the only one besides Fee who could move along that part. That is important for later, that this man is actually agile. It'll make sense when you see his weapon, I guess.
What is this place anyway?
I was wondering the same thing. We should check out those tables. Huh?
Is this?
The devices we received with the Academy guidebook.
Seems to be some sort of portable orbment.
Right you are. These handy little devices are a special kind of battle orbment.
Is that Miss Valentine?
So, these devices have built-in communications functionality then?
Wait, don't tell me these things are...
New model battle orbments made through a partnership between the Epstein Foundation and Reinford Company. Newly made 5th generation battle orbments, in fact. They're called Arcus units.
Arcus.
So these are battle ordnance. That That means they'll allow us to use arts, right?
Sure will. Just set a quartz into one of its slots and you can use arts all the livelong day. Which is why I've prepared enough quartz for each and every one of you.
So arts are basically magic, and then crafts are skills. They'll explain it later, but I just wanted to tell you guys earlier. Certain people can use certain magic, quote unquote.
Find yours and try setting the quartz into your arcus.
I suppose it can't hurt to try.
What is this woman thinking?
Yeah. Yeah. I can make them go faster. It's really funny.
Let's see. Mine is that one.
Oh, I see mine over there. Let me just go grab it, okay?
Elliot is so baby. I love him. I don't remember if he's good in battle though. I think he sucks. No, I think he's a healer. There's someone in here that's really not that good.
What's this?
That's called a master quartz. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your arcus, you'll be able to use arts. Go on, give it a try.
Orbments, general term for mechanical devices that extract orbital energy from septium and use it to generate magical effects and enhancements. Battle Orbments Arcus. Personal use device that harnesses the orbital energy in a variety of ways, depending on the quartz that is set inside of it. Since these are tailor-made for their users, the Orbment's internal structure varies from one unit to the other. Quartz are special devices. Quartz, which is a crystal circuit. Circuit made from septium fragments called sepith. Set as battle ornaments to harness a variety of powers. Master Quartz, special quartz. These quartz are stronger, more adaptable than regular quartz. And by fighting battles one set near it will level up and gain new abilities. You can get different ones.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your arcus. Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want. These arcus units have plenty more nifty features. But I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time. Anyway, since you've got your arcus all set up and ready to go,
I wonder if there's a way to make...
step through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon. It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once. But when you find the exit, you'll be able to return to the first floor of this old schoolhouse. There are monsters wandering around, though, so don't let your guard down even for a moment. With all that said, let's commence our special orienteering exercise. Your objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface. Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have. If you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss. Free of charge. On the cheek, of course.
I don't think she's joking.
And just where do you think
Just make him scary. He's really funny.
wander off on your own without saying anything?
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here. And I'm surprised that you, of all people, would give a damn what I do. Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all.
Eustace is one of my favorite characters, just because of his arc that we'll get to go through.
If you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you. After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself.
expecting your high excellency to deign to help us. If that's how you're gonna be, I'll just find my way out of here before you. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down.
Make them scurry away. I love turbo mode because it's just so goofy.
What should we do? The only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine.
It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... well, I suppose that's a no. So, shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Okay.
I feel a lot of you guys are gonna like Big Tall Man.
Excuse us, please.
I've already forgotten his name, but he will tell us here in I think a second. I think it's like Gale or something like that.
Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you.
Big Spearman. Tattooed Spearman. Gaius.
I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. I'd been wondering. My name's Reen Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Of course. Why else would I be carrying it?
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
It looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an orbital staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less. Back during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just
I love how they say there aren't too many around, but like literally every weapon shop will fucking sell them in the game. It's funny as hell.
Oh, my sword?
It's got himself a Tachi.
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an Eastern style of saber called a tachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
The craftsmanship looks exceptional.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough. Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
I think I can manage that. You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me. Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
To change the characters leading the party, the can't menu or by pressing the L1 button. Counter types, you press the X attack at the front causes problems briefly, but if you land an attack from behind, the enemy stun for a set time or even faint. The wearer's attack is effective against them. Cannon, healing arts, gain insight status. Interesting.
Never seen this kind before.
Funny rat.
Looks like a flying feline. Careful, everyone.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
Let's combats.
Go!
It's my turn.
Go!
All right.
Bonk. Oh, okay.
Go! There!
Leave it to me.
Stab.
I go where the wind takes me.
Please tell me there aren't more of those things lurking around here.
I hate to tell you, but I can sense more further in.
Anyway, let's just stay alert.
Sweet. You can now view the active voice of Monster Guide tabs. It's just info. Looks like we can go down. Treasure chest up there. Oh, treasure chest. Manja Sepith.
Huh. There seems to be a treasure chest here.
Look at another quartz. Looks like we said it's our Arcus. Yes, most likely. Let's give it a try. He has the best arts ability, like power, so we're gonna give him arts. It's an orbit charging station. Among these, find the kindly explorers. Increase your defensive stuff. Blah blah. I think this lets you save. No, just lets you rest. Funny slug. Those attacks should be very effective against that monster. I think you're right. We'll need to rely on arts this time. Got it. Actually, attacking my orbital staff has basically the same effect as an art. Should be able to just run up and smack it. See if we can get it to leave us alone. Damn.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
Leave it to me.
Take this.
Bonk. Uh-oh.
My turn.
Oh, it really just takes no damage from physical damage. All right. I was like, eh, we'll smack it. It's okay. No.
It's my turn.
Here we go.
I'm starting to lose my sense of direction down here.
We've been going straight. It's okay.
Yeah, and Gotta make sure we're not going in circles.
My turn.
All right.
Agreed. We'll need to keep our wits against this one. We'll give it everything we got. Arts and crafts. Let's see what works best.
It's a fight they want.
It shows how likely afflicted. Okay.
Keep it up, everyone.
Jesus. Poor Reen, he's just getting bullied.
It's my turn.
Here we go.
Time for the anime slash.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
My turn. There.
There we go.
Oh, we did it!
Ta-da.
Elliot, are you okay?
I don't see any obvious injuries.
I'm okay. I was just so relieved the fight was over. The strength kind of just left my legs. I'm amazed how calm you two are. You don't seem tired or worried or anything.
I guess I'm just used to fighting monsters like these.
You need a hand?
No, I'll be fine. It was just a momentary lapse on my part. I can get up. And...
Look out!
Elliot!
What?
Funny bug.
No!
What?
Looks like I made it just in time. Thank Adios for that.
He's got himself a rifle.
Oh, it's you!
You said your name was Machias, right?
That's right. I came to realize that I shouldn't have just stormed off like I did. Let that arrogant noble goad me into losing my composure, acting on impulse. So I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I acted foolishly, and I hope you can forgive me for it.
No sweat. Water under the bridge.
Yeah, we all have moments when we say or do things we regret. That's human nature for you. Oh, and thanks for saving me, by the way.
I'm just glad I happened to be passing by. After I'd cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were. Is it just the three of you here?
Yeah, we stood around talking for a while, so the others are probably ahead of us at this point.
I don't think there's any reason to go back any farther. I can't imagine you'll find anyone there.
I see.
Yeah. No point.
I don't suppose you'd mind if I came with you, would you? I'm reasonably skilled with a gun, so you might find it useful having me along.
Sure thing. Welcome aboard.
Gun.
The name's Reen Schwarzer.
I'm Elliot Craig. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Gaius Warzel. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure's mine, I assure you. My name is Machias Regnitz. Could I ask you what social class you each belong to? I realize how that must sound, considering my recent outburst. But please, don't take it personally. I'm simply curious to know who I'm associating with.
Like, they're gonna tell you the truth now, dude.
Well, both my parents are commoners.
Likewise, though my homeland has no class system to begin with.
Ah, so you're from abroad then? What about you, Reen?
Well, let's just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins. So I guess we're all on equal standing here.
Well, now that's a relief. We should probably get moving then. Somewhat concerned about the girls, as you might imagine. I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they wound up in danger.
Yeah, I suppose there's strength in numbers.
All right, let's go.
Haha, I get banned. Expand the minimap.
Leave it to me.
I've got this.
Meow, turbo mode. Meow.
What's a place like this even doing on the school grounds?
Yeah, right. What's a giant
my
trap
turn.
door in a
Leave it to me.
campus building?
That's not a rifle, that's a shotgun.
It's a fight they want.
Go. There.
Ow. Poor Reen. Man's just getting bullied by bugs.
Give it up, everyone!
All right.
So they do not like fire. They don't like being sealed, which is like paralyzing. They're fucking weak to everything but poison. Interesting.
Leave it to me.
Break shot. Fires an armor-piercing round. Oh, so he just... Do you know any arts? Ground. Interesting. So you're a single target fighter. Okay.
How about this?
Bonk. Jesus Christ. Alright, get fucked. Bonk.
Here we go.
Do I have an AoE? No. No, do that. Dumbass. Bonk. They're still going.
My turn.
All right.
Here we go. Arcus, activate.
Right. How about this?
Nice.
it!
Yippee, level up.
All right!
Nice.
Here we go.
No breakables? Cool. Meow. Turn around. Turn around, you little bitch. Turn around. Turn around a little bit longer. It's like they just, no matter what you do, they hear you.
My turn. Give it up, everyone.
Do that. Ow.
It's my turn. How about this?
Leave it to me.
Go. Arcus, activate. You're mine. Huh. Right.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. How about this?
Fire in the hole. Bonk.
There's no time to waste.
Damn, we got clear gelatin from the fucking slime. Nom nom nom. There we go.
Wind's behind us. Let's go.
Double advantage.
Arcus, activate.
All right.
I love how his is called airstrike.
Arcus, activate. Leave it to me. Huh. Yeah.
Aqua bleed. Doop. I wonder if I give him, if I give Machias. Wait a minute. Dude. Oh, I can't do that. Damn. So these, also by the way, see these colors? They matter. You can only, like the gray ones, you can put any color in them. These ones have to be that slot. It's interesting that he gets defense. All right. Oh, okay.
All right. Leave it to me. I've got this.
I wonder what the bug is weak to.
Leave it to me. Eat that.
Well, not that.
It's a fight they want.
Give it up, everyone. Here we go. There. Right. How about this?
Ow.
All right.
Not weak to any of our weapons, apparently.
Here we go.
We meet again.
Good to see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the four of you are unharmed as well.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Yes, I've calmed down now.
At any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I? I'm Laura S. Arcade, from the town of Legram. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Huh. Legram?
That's down on the southeastern outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
Correct. It's an old castle town on the shores of Lake Ebble. We're connected to the rest of the country by train, but other than that, it's a fairly remote region.
That name sounds so familiar. Wait, so your father would be...
Yes, my father is Viscount Arcade, Lord of Legram. Do you take issue with that?
No, not at all.
Machias, was it? I can only speak for myself, but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios's eyes. And I fully believe the same to be true of my father.
Please, I meant no offense. I'm sorry if say, I don't believe we've been introduced.
He's like, moving along. Please don't punch me.
I'm Emma Milstein. Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact.
My face is itchy.
It's very nice to meet you.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam. To think I was outdone. By a girl, no less.
You must be quite the prodigy.
Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon they recommended for me.
Oh, cool! You got an orbital staff too. Yours looks different from mine, though.
Huh, so it does. I wonder if it's just cosmetic.
Is something the matter? We're all acquainted now. It's only proper that you introduce yourself.
Yeah, okay.
I love how everything else is super high resolution, and then her bow is in.
From Ruhr. It's a pleasure to meet almost all of you.
Elisa.
Ruhr, huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
The Rhineford Company is based in Ruhr, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they?
I suppose they are.
I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met, right? I've never seen one like it. Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now? We've all run into each other wandering around. How about we stick together?
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require protection.
You needn't to be concerned about that.
Big sword.
Beg your pardon?
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us. For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
That's right. We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them.
2 teams is double the coverage, and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions. How's that sound?
I have no objections. So then, shall we be off?
All right.
We'll see the 4 of you later then.
like she's gonna let that go, does she?
It was clearly an accident. Everyone could see that. But I don't suppose it makes any difference to her. Still, is no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to fend for themselves in a place like this?
No.
There are 4 of us here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
I don't think we have anything to worry about as long as Laura's with them. She really wears her skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous. But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
She's taller and sturdier than I am. Though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
I'll bet she can whip it around without breaking a sweat. The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire. And her father, the Viscount, is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People call him the Radiant Blade Master. I doubt any of the other students here could even stand their ground against her in combat, much less beat her.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire.
You sure know a lot about this stuff, Reen. A hobby of yours?
I'm a swordsman myself. I guess the lore sort of comes with the territory.
Yeah.
At any rate, how about we pick up the search? I'm worried about that silver-haired girl, and we still need to track down Duke Albarea's son, too.
That's true. I couldn't care less what happens to that pompous ass. Rot down here.
Come on now, that's no way to treat someone you just met.
The path splits. Which way do you think we should go?
I feel a little wind blowing from the east. I bet the exit's that way.
So we go west for treasure.
Stay on guard and don't get caught.
Double kitty kick.
Here we go! Here!
Leave it to me.
Buckshot. Boom.
My turn.
All right.
Too slow! My turn!
It's my turn.
Bonk.
That takes care of them. What a nice looking treasure chest.
Ooh, fancy. What's in it? Tear. Alright, so we already have a healer. Don't know why that's needed. We don't have to fight everything.
What's wrong?
More monsters?
No, not monsters. It's...
You're pretty sharp.
Oh.
It's the silver-haired girl.
I'm glad to see you're all right. Though it looks like there was nothing to worry about in the first place.
Nope. I'm small and quick. These things can't lay a finger on me. Oh yeah, Fee Clausel. That's my name. You're just over halfway through. Keep it up. Later.
Hey, wait!
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own?
I'll be fine. I'm used to this. See you at the end.
What just happened?
Wow. She certainly wasn't fibbing about being quick on her feet. I guess we really don't need to worry about her.
Yeah, now I'm more convinced than ever that she knows exactly what she's doing. Just over halfway through? Has she already been to the exit and then come back?
Yep, basically. Meow. Bye. Tee.
Build a formation. Here we go.
The enemies here are very weak.
All right.
My turn. Leave it to me.
Buckshot. Fuck. Damn, they even had advantage. They couldn't do anything. Man, and I lost my items. Meow. This like just staring at me is really funny.
Do you hear that?
Someone's fighting up ahead. Rain!
Wait for me!
Incredible.
That was really something.
Judging by that display, I don't think he needs any help from us. I take it that's another school of Imperial swordsmanship?
Right. That's court fencing, an agile style favored by the nobility. And judging by his poise, he's no amateur.
Did you need something?
Sorry, I was just admiring your swordsmanship. I'm Reen Schwarzer. I didn't get the chance to introduce myself earlier.
I'm Elliot Craig.
Guy Swarzel. Nice to meet you.
I believe I have already introduced myself, but once again, I'm Eustace Alberea. And I have to say, I didn't think you had it in you. I'm impressed.
What are you talking about?
After all that bluster about finding your way to the exit alone, I wasn't expecting you to actually rely on others for help. I assume you came to your senses shortly after you stormed off, and then wandered back to apologize like a good boy. Truly, the virtue of the common man. Why, a preening noble such as myself would be far too proud to do such a thing.
What the hell is your problem? You nobles really are all the same. So full of yourselves, it's a wonder you don't pop. And you're not just a garden variety noble either. House Alberea is one of the highest ranking in the country.
Meh.
You just love looking down on us less fortunate souls, don't you?
You're one to talk. I don't need a lecture in rank from the son of the Imperial Governor.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought the name Regnitz sounded familiar.
Karl Regnitz, the first commoner ever to hold the seat of Imperial Governor in Heimdall. The first to rule the capital. And this headstrong young lad just so happens to be a chip off that old block. Pretty rarefied air for a simple commoner, don't you think?
What does that have to do with anything? Yes, my father is the Imperial Governor, but he earned that position through years of hard, honest work. Don't you go lumping him in with you nepotists who get your titles handed to you just for being born.
Perish the thought. No, I mainly just regard your father as a reformist, and a close friend of the Chancellor at that. And as you're vividly aware, his faction is in conflict with the noble faction, led by none other than the four great houses. When you look at it that way, your vitriolic disdain for the nobility suddenly seems rather cheap, wouldn't you say?
You son of a...
Magius, don't do it!
We're stopping Machias. Like, stop. Not worth it.
I know he's taunting you, but lashing out at him isn't going to solve anything. And Eustace, don't you think that was a little uncalled for?
I wasn't the one who started this.
Let me... Damn it, just let me go already!
sorry, okay? Just leave me alone for a while. You guys should just go on ahead with him.
Oh.
I think you went a little too far, Eustace. Being at odds with Machias is one thing, but dragging his father into it is pretty low. You're better than that.
Perhaps I was a bit out of line. It would seem I still have much to learn.
Huh?
You look shocked. Why?
Well, you're the son of Duke Elberea, right?
He's still human. He can still learn.
Wasn't expecting the son of a noble to admit he was wrong. Wait, no, that came out wrong.
There's no need to address me so formally. We may come from different social spheres, but here at this academy, we're supposed to be on equal standing. Or so the idea goes, anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean...
Is class really that big a deal here in the Empire?
It is. This country has a long history, and the class system has been one of its central institutions for most of that.
I don't remember if because Trails in the Sky takes place in, not in Erebonia, but takes place in an empire, not an empire, it's like a loose connection of people, but they oppose. They're like the rivals of Erebonia. And I don't think there's nobles and shit in there. I don't remember.
I was intending to press on to the exit by myself, but I'd prefer not to mimic the actions of his ilk, so I'll accompany you.
What? I'm just surprised we're worthy of your company.
Let's just go with that.
We should get moving then.
Now we have uses. Bug.
Alright, I'll handle this.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. My turn. There.
Leave it to me.
Very well.
My turn. Right.
My turn.
Here we go. There.
Leave it to me.
Clean.
Is everybody okay?
Right.
Motivate can be used.
I did it.
Nice.
I've got this.
He seems kind of imposing. I don't know how to break the ice.
I think we're almost done. I think there's treasure this way. Yep. Whoa. Don't touch me. Don't you do it. Oh, he's skedaddling.
Oh, there seems to be a treasure chest here.
Create increases evasion. Put the green one on the Windman. think we're almost near the end, which I think there's a boss. Then after we get through all these cutscenes, we'll take a break.
Hey, are we...
Yippee! The exit.
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
I can see the sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
Ugh, this was a complete waste of time. Pointless busy work at best. Considering the school's esteemed founder, I was expecting more of a challenge, but nothing here posed even a modest threat.
Did we even fight the same enemies? I feel like I've been stretched to my limits. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
What was that?
There.
The statue?
Damn.
What is that?
A gargoyle come to life? What sorcery is this?
Are monsters like this common in the Empire?
Not outside
No.
of old wives' tales, they aren't.
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface. No choice. We have to fight it.
Right.
Finally, an opponent worthy of my skill.
Helios, help us.
Watch out. This is a tough one. Go! All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
All right.
Not good against Seal. Let's see. But elements are useful against it.
I'll handle this.
Oh, that didn't delay it very much.
My turn.
Ooh, that didn't do much damage.
Give it up, everyone.
Oh, soul blur. The fuck?
All right.
Not very effective.
Here we go. There.
I'll handle this.
Right.
Damn.
It's my turn.
My turn. Arcus, activate. Ha!
I'll handle this. Arcus, activate.
Right.
Balls. Water's very effective against it.
There.
Oh, it just... Oh, it transformed and healed itself. Ow.
I'll handle this.
My turn. Arcus activate.
All right.
My turn. All right, let's do this. Leave it to me.
My turn.
Oh, and you missed.
Impossible. My turn.
I suppose I should
Bloop.
thank you.
Go.
All right.
Give it up, everyone.
I'll handle this.
My turn. There.
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Here we go. There.
Come on. Die already. You have so much HP.
Right.
Damn, that did like nothing. Oh,
My turn.
we should get out of that. Oh, no.
I go where the wind takes me.
Yippee. Oh, it's not dead. Or is it?
Well, that should be the end of it.
No, it's down but not out.
That's one hell of a second win.
I can appreciate a certain degree of tenacity, but this thing needs to just die.
This needs to die.
We're too spent to go another. Guess I have no choice.
Stand back. Here.
Hey! You made it.
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least.
I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here. It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
Indeed. It's brushing us off as though we barely even scratched it.
But with this many of us, if we can just find an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
Looks like you started the party without me.
You?
Releasing limiter.
Take this! Break shot!
An opening.
Go!
Eat that.
Now!
There we go.
We did it!
I think that's the end of it.
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle.
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
It was like each of us were engulfed in some faint blue light.
What?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat, but I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize. Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again. I'm so proud of you guys.
We almost died.
Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question. There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus ordnance you've got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle ordnance, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
It does sound rather...
idealistic.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well, here you are.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It just seems so random.
Probably is random.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here. You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know. And that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not? Oh, if you opt out, you'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
A noble sentiment.
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Let's make it 3. Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well. I was only able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
Sign me up too! I kinda feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let me
Haha.
too.
Oh, there's a surprise. I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
Words to live by right there. And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
Don't really care either way. You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Fine, I'm in.
Her backstory's
Yes,
sad.
you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now. Which leaves just the 2 of you.
Haha.
I can see you got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work together. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Like hell we will! The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life. Unless something is done about it, this country has no future.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eustace Alberea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Huh?
Why? You're the son of a duke. Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. As far as the House of Alberea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways.
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do.
Ooh, that sentence right there. I can't wait for.
You might have had your successes
I can't wait for we get to that arc.
outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Oh.
Wolverine.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a break.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9. With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you on being the first ever Class 7. I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this too is the divine providence of the goddess, no?
How do you mean?
Seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek. A light that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation day by day.
Oh, it plays the anime opening as I'm on ad break. Yippee. Bone Dragon. I want y'all to know I've never beaten this game. I have to pee. I was just letting this play out. That's the prologue done. So I'm gonna BRB real quick and go pee, and I'm gonna grab a snack. I'll be right back. Hello. I was muted for a second because I was drinking something. Here we are. Skip to Saturday. And this is our room.
All right.
His sister is cute. Little baby.
Oh, Reen!
Morning, Elliot.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
Sure.
I forget they have
So we might need to pick up the pace a little.
school on Saturdays.
No problem. I'm guessing everyone else left already, huh?
I think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least. Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
Oh, okay then. He's not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
Samurai bullshit.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Morning! Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late.
Hey, wait for me, Elisa. We'll see you in class.
I do hope you guys are actively enjoying this game as much as I am. I would hate for you guys to not actually be enjoying it. Oh, can my thing?
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long. She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to. Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
Well, as long as you keep trying, I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually.
Yeah, the Trails series are my babies.
Class 7's got enough tension as it is.
I haven't got to play all of them. Like, I haven't played all the Trails of the Sky series because I just haven't gotten around to doing it.
Load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll certainly do what I can. Whatever that may be.
It's the first series too. Like, the Trails in the Sky is the first arc. Because there are arcs of, like, the whole universe. I was sad that that one didn't really... Like, I got it to... Like, it booted up to the main page, but a lot of, like, the text and stuff, because I was playing it on my monitor's resolution, I would have to lower it by a lot, which makes it not very playable for me, to see, because of my bad vision, the text was getting fucked up. Apparently there's mods you can download, graphic mods that I can download that will fix that. It's just, I looked at it, I was like, oh, could I do this before stream? No. And then I was like, well, I'll just download this one. Because whatever, we'll go through this series. Teehee. You guys all saw what happened in Discord. We'll go through this series. Like, I'm going to see after stream how much the third one costs. And I'll probably add it to my Steam list, because I somehow own the second one. I don't know if I just bought it way back.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure. Eustace and Elisa are apparently doing really well too. As are Laura and Gaius.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up, though I really do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Nah.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Oh, I don't plan on it.
I'm gonna let you know. Eustace is special. And I hope y'all guess what makes him special.
When the two of them are in the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity.
I wish there was a button that just auto-played.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along. And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? I'm still kind of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory. Though, to be fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
Hey, you're in our way. Step aside at once.
Oh my god, that voice sounds like a fucking Reddit mod.
Class 7, I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
Yes, Patrick! A word of advice. You might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
Boy, you got a face built like a fucked up action figure. Shut the fuck up.
So they're from one of the upper classes.
His face looks like someone tried to draw a JoJo pose from memory.
I hate talking to them.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles.
Sometimes I make myself giggle. Yeah, they dicks. That's what everyone thinks the nobles are like.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives. It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Wow, really?
I think this game, when we looked it up, it's like 60-something hours long. It's not that bad.
Yeah, sorry.
It'll probably be a little longer because I do a lot of the story points in picking up the lore, since it's technically my first full playthrough. But
No, I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
Stand, bow. Be seated.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago.
history teacher.
This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions. A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course. Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights. The land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low. But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession. He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself. And that name, of course, was Drycles Rysay Arnor. He would later become known as Drycles the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy. Drycles' army was initially rather small in number, but as he traveled across the empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now, the place where Emperor Drycles first began gathering his army was Reinschwarzer.
He's gonna start gathering his army was. If I remember, it was the Nord Highlands. I actually have this pulled up from my notebook originally back in the day. It indeed is the Nord Highlands. You son of a bitch. I had to tap out of the game. I'm gonna redo that real quick because that actually pisses me off. I had to tab out and it. We're gonna Alt F4 and reload the save because that actually pisses me off. It's like I had the answer and the game was like, haha, no you didn't, because you clicked in wrong. Because so these actually matter for achievements, getting these right. And God, I hate games like this. The old games. We could just do this turbo mode. But yeah, no. Because you have to click in with your mouse. You can't just alt tab in. And it still counts that as a... It counts as a fucking input. And I was like, oops. Because it's an old PlayStation port game.
Are you two on your...
Meow.
No, well, class up, so I'll certainly... It's funny. Never would have...
Well, I do get what you...
I wish I... But then...
I'm uses... Yeah. Huh?
Oh, I've been... I'd hope when the two...
It's not... I can't even...
Yeah. And that's where we'd be if dormant...
Yeah, though to be...
Well, they just... Hey.
You're just a yes, a word of.
Ah, my face.
I hate talking.
Unfortunate.
That's the.
My fingy hurts.
Guess that.
Oh, it doesn't sound.
No.
Stand. Be seated.
As I. This was a civil, but of course, rather many. But he, and that he not Dreichels, but now Reen Schwartz.
Okay. The fact that this isn't voice is always weird to me. But yeah, then you see later that she had the answer for you because he didn't need my help after all. But yeah, you get action points, which is actually important. Academic points, basically. By making good decisions, acting appropriately, and completing quests, you will gain AP. When you've accumulated enough, your rank will increase the next time you report a request. There are 15 ranks. And every time your rank increases, you'll receive a perk. They're a
Nice work, everyone.
butt to grind later.
Another grueling day of classes. In case you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day. It's not technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or just do what I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Such a mood.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
Yes, I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
Of course! This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like. A lot of clubs have meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before you leave, we should go over what's happening next week. On Wednesday, you all have your practical exam.
A practical exam?
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
Pet. But yeah, the reason why I read, I say earlier, Embers would really like Fee. And you might like her too. She's very similar to like 21 kind of esque. She's very cat-like.
Oh, and one more thing. After the practical exam is over, I've got another important announcement about a major part of Class 7's curriculum that I haven't mentioned at all yet.
What? Here it comes.
So, whatever you choose to do on your free day, make it count for something. That concludes today's
She's very animal-like, but a lot of people say she's very cat-like. But she's very animal-like, and there's a reason for that.
All rise. Bow.
But yeah. You could say Fee's very feral. Don't worry about the practical exam. I mean, still gonna see the staff. What training if you need a sparring partner? The gymnasium looks big enough that we'd have no trouble. Kind of you, but I was planning on attending club practice. Which one did you pick? Try for band. I'm not sure how much you still have for violinist. Didn't know you play the violin? Did you pick it up for fun? Yeah, something like that. Gee, have you joined any school clubs? I'm considering joining the art club. Alright, somehow that's not what I pictured to you. Do you have any artistic experience? I dabbled in it back at home. Taught myself though, so I feel like this could be a good chance to learn proper technique. Let's see some of your work. Gaius's paintings are really cool. Mom was talking to me. Is there a problem? No, I'm just hoping someone could do a teensy favor for me. There's something I need picked up from the student council room. Something you picked up. What would that be? It's for me to know, and you'd find out. All I say is something absolutely essential to your school life. Someone needs to get it, though. It doesn't matter who. I'll go. If anyone in the student council tell them to send me. Mate, are you sure you don't mind? You two have clubs to go to. I'm still totally undecided. This isn't a big deal. We'll look at on a few clubs along the way. Student council room is the student union building next door at the end of the hall. It's open until quite late, so there's no rush. You can leave everything in your capable hands. Wee! Bonk, kick door open. Also, there are bonding events, just like Persona. Auditorium. I'm not reading all this out loud. This is more of for me to know kind of shit. Event markers. Is there any, like, green markers? Cool. Nyom. Nyom. And then this should be the student union building. There's no reason to explore right now.
I know the cafeteria's on the first floor. Hey there, first year. How's it going? Academy life been treating you well this past half month?
Oh, yeah, it's not easy, but I'm managing. Mostly. Though I have a feeling it's only going to get harder from here on out.
Of course it will. Your class is going to be more intense than the others, too. But you just hang in there, okay?
Okay. Wait. You're a second-year student, aren't you? Do you mind if I ask your name?
Hey, now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, how about you let me show you this cool trick I've been practicing?
Trick?
You got a 50 mirror coin I can borrow?
I think so.
Cheers. All right, watch closely.
Huh?
Now, which hand is the coin in? Left or right?
It's in your...
This one's funny.
Too bad.
Guess you win. I'm usually pretty good at following moving objects, too. Though, wait. You said this was a trick, which means...
You catch on quick.
Huh?
Yeah.
Keep up the good work, man. You're gonna need to be pretty tough to get through a year with Sarah as your instructor. Oh, and the student council room is on the second floor, furthest room back. See you around. Have a good weekend.
Do you guys know where the coin went?
Wait, my 50 mirror. You got me. Andy seemed to know I was heading to the student council room too. Somehow.
No, it went in his bag.
Second years yet. I wonder if they're all... Oh well. At least now I know where I'm going. Though if it really is open late, I guess there's no real rush. I might as well see what else people are up to in here.
You might expect the cafeteria sells different kinds of food. Store sells combat weapons. Can I buy anything from here? Nope. Neom, neom, neom. Neom. Neom.
Hello? Please come in.
I recognize that voice. Pardon the interruption. Oh, you're that girl.
It's been about 2 weeks, hasn't it? Welcome to the student council room, Reen Schwarzer. Instructor Sarah sent you, right?
Yes. So, you're a member of the student council then? I wonder if she got moved up a few years. She looks even younger than Fee.
Is something wrong?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wondering, are you a second-year student?
I am, but there's no need for formalities with me. There's no junior or senior in my book.
Little baby Tower.
Noah Herschel. I'm the student council president.
President?
Uh-huh. Does that surprise you? I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to interact with you and the other first years during your time here. So if there's anything you need help with, you just come and let me know, okay? I'll do everything in my power to make it better.
Thank you. That's very kind. She's seriously the student council president? That's hard to believe. So, the reason I've come here is because you're holding on to something for Class 7, right?
Oh, of course. Here you go. Yours is the one on top.
Let's see.
Nope.
Oh, our student notebooks. I completely forgot about these.
I'm really sorry it's taken so long. Class 7's curriculum is pretty different from any of the other classes. And you're even using a different kind of battle orb mitt, so yours had to be compiled separately.
Meaning these notebooks have information in them about...
The Arcus, yes. All the student notebooks double as instruction manuals for their accompanying battle orb mitts. And the other first years are all using the same type as last year, so we could just reuse last year's template. But the Arcus type you're using works quite differently, so we had to write a whole new set of directions from scratch.
Okay, that makes sense. But wait, who's we?
Pretty much just me. Instructor Sarah asked me to do it.
The poor baby.
Which means it's my fault this has taken so long.
She had to write 9 whole ass books by herself.
No, if anything, it sounds like we owe you a huge debt of gratitude for putting so much time and effort into it. Is that really part of the student council's job, though? It seems more like something our instructor should be handling herself.
Technically, you're right. But she's always so busy. And I help out the other instructors a lot, too. So I don't mind lending her a hand from time to time.
What a nice person. Maybe a little too nice for her own good. I doubt she ever gets a moment's rest around here. So, you just need me to give these to the other students in Class 7, right?
Yes, please. I really appreciate what you've all agreed to do, too.
Huh? What do you mean?
I heard all about it from Instructor Sarah. She said you've agreed to help out the student council with our work, right? It's such a nice gesture. You're really getting Class 7 off to a good start here at the academy.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Didn't you tell her that you wanted to help ease our workload? Something about wanting to better yourselves? To prove you were worthy of being a part of this prestigious new class? She said you were all really eager to help out. So I should try to delegate some of my duties to you.
Thank you, my dear. I leave everything in your capable hands.
Why, indeed.
I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand her or something? Oh, how embarrassing. I didn't mean to start trying to force work onto you when you've only just enrolled.
There's no way I can turn her down. No. Instructor Sarah's absolutely right. Your plate is as full as I've seen, so if I can help you in any way, please let me.
Phew. I thought there had been a terrible misunderstanding there for a moment. But don't worry, I won't won't give you anything too difficult. It'll mostly just be fulfilling requests from people in the academy and in Trista.
Requests?
Yep. Sometimes people send in feedback and list things they'd like us to do for them. And we try to
AKA
help out
quests.
however we can. I'll pick some up for you to do by the end of the day, and drop the list in your mailbox at your dorm tomorrow morning. Will that be okay with you?
Sure thing. Thanks.
I have a Discord notification.
What a day. Can't believe she wound up treating me to dinner in the cafeteria.
We'll probably end stream here in just a second.
Got more student council work to do yet. How is she so busy? Hello? This is Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Guten Tag, my favorite little Wunderkind. I hear you had a nice little dinner date with the student council president. Ooh la la.
If this is how you treat your favorite little Wunderkind, I dread to think how you treat people you don't like. Would you care to explain why you've been signing me up for things behind my back?
I'll skip the details for now, but it's got something to do with the other part of your curriculum that I'll be announcing next week. I thought it'd be a good chance for one of you to do a little rehearsal before the main event. And since the student council truly is busy, I figured, why not kill two birds with one stone? A fine plan, if I do say so myself.
I have a feeling half the reason they're as busy as they are is because of certain instructors. But alright, I'm happy to play along. Basically, you just want me to spend my free day tomorrow helping the student council, right?
Oh, that's entirely up to you. If there's a club you're interested in joining, far be it from me to force you away from it.
No, to be honest, I still haven't found one that really clicks with me, so that won't be a problem. There is one question I'd like to ask, though. Why me, exactly? This seems like the kind of task typically entrusted to the class president or vice president, so Emma or Machias. And even if you were choosing based on social class, Eustace and Laura were both born into noble families. I wasn't. So what makes me so special, exactly?
Well, in a sense, you're effectively at the center of Class 7.
Pardon?
I'm not saying you're its leader, of course. But in a class full of nobles, commoners, and exchange students, you in particular are special. Surely even you can see that, no?
Well...
That's why I decided to give you first dibs, so to speak. I wanted to get an idea of how things might go from here on out. There's never been a class like yours before, after all. So there you have it. The beans have been spilled all over the place. Ball's in your court now.
Wait, what are you drinking?
Beer, of course. It's the weekend and I'm stuck wasting away in my room, imbibing libations. Alas, all by my lonesome. If only I had a classy gentleman friend who'd go out drinking with me. But woe of woes, such a man is nary to be found.
Are you okay?
Never better. But you, instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like
I love her character. She's very well written.
But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along. And on that note, make sure you're back in the dorm by curfew and all transgressions will be forgiven. Toodles!
If I don't plant myself somewhere, huh? She may have a few screws loose, but she's got a point. Maybe I should just try going with the flow and see what comes of it.
Okay. The beginning of chapter 1. You can now view the overall achievements and character tabs. Both can be accessed by pressing select and blah, blah, blah. Time to save. System save. Done. Alrighty, so we're going to end that here. I will post the schedule later tonight for what I will be doing this week. I'm not going to be doing anything Friday, though, because I have plans on Friday, so that is not going to be a day that I'll be streaming. I'll tell you all that straight up. But I will see you guys later. Let me find you guys someone to raid.